Hefty's the name, shiny hunting's my game. Gotta catch 'em all, nothing's ever the same. With my trusty football, I'm always on the spree. No shiny can escape, they all come to me. Shiny after shiny, it's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Pallet down to Johto and beyond, I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've caught 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region, I've conquered the game. Hefty is the king, the one who never quits. Caught 'em twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. I've conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome on in. It is a big day. It is the biggest day of today. It is a Sunday. Welcome on in, Dragonic, Mighty Munchkin, that transition maker, Big Cheese Thrifts, Shinies, Kiro, German Aviator. All right, Shinies, I'll bite. Why are you mad? Football Goat, what's going on? German Aviator, you saw a Concorde and the Tu-144, also tanks. On the way there, you saw a tank carrier vehicle from the Bundeswehr. Such a good day, and saw the EBR tank too. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes, happy Mother's Day and happy Community Day. I'll be going for that Pommy line today. But we are now dual hunting the Aerodactyl on both Ultra Sun and Shield. We'll see if we get some luck. This is going to take a while for me to get used to. TCG Pocket, they called the card Paldean Clodsire EX, and there's no Paldean Clodsire, there's just a Clodsire and you hate it. Well, then you might as well just quit the TCG Pocket again, Shinies. Might as well just give it up. Alright. Oops. Who's going to win? Shield or Sun? Good question. Are the video sources on top of the background? Yes, Shinies, because the PNG that I received was not it didn't have holes. I don't know what the right term is. Anne-Marie, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anne-Marie. Nope, too late, Shinies. I'm already streaming. This is already too much for my little brain to handle. I can't be doing, like, changes to the stream on the fly. Transparency, that's the word. What's up, Football Goat? There is a surprising number of buttons I have to push for this dual hunt. Come on, Aerodactyl. Come attack me. There we go. Not shiny. Is this Aerodactyl shiny? It is not. So how was everybody's Saturday? What'd you guys get up to? Mom and I ended up going shopping. I got a new six cube organizer for the office here. Also bought some Apple Jacks and milk. So that was pretty neat. And took mom out to breakfast this morning. Got back about an hour ago, so we made really good time. Saw your parents for Mother's Day today, going to eat out with the in-laws. That's awesome. Shines, it's okay. I don't care. You need to stop apologizing. Good job on fixing it. It'll be fixed for next week. All right, so let's see if we can get this Aerodactyl. I have no idea what the blended odds are for this. 1 in 1365 plus a 14096. And I know that encounter rate has to do with it as well. I think. I could be wrong about that. So we're just going to say that the odds are okay. Shinies, I have so much going on right now. I can't be making changes to the overlay. Going to see your mom and then visit other family members, celebrate someone's birthday, Mother's Day. Very nice, Dragonic. Also, you are literally the only person that would notice that, Shinies. I actually had to lay it out, and I can't even notice. Project Yoshi, what's going on? Good to see you. You got a shiny Slowpoke and Pogo? Nice. I got a shiny Combee. Anybody want to guess if it was male or female? But congrats on the shiny Slowpoke. Is that one that you needed? Mighty Munchkin, you're right. It was male. Dragonic, you're right too. Thanks, Anne-Marie. I actually already had one. So it's just kind of an extra now. But I did finish off the whole collection challenge. I found a female Combee fairly early, and I was right. You can just see in the overworld whether or not they're female, so you don't have to click on everything. Just look for one with the red dot. But even though I used like a raspberry on it and used an Ultra Ball, it popped out of the ball and immediately flew away. And I was like, are you kidding me? And then it took me like 3 hours to find another one. Nice, Dragonic. You finished it too? Awesome. Sassy bees. You're right, Emery. The sassiest. The heftiest cat. What's going on, Scrobo? How's the metal festival? I feel my brain's gonna be sore after this stream. Cheese, don't even start. Don't even start, Cheese. I know you're just saying that to mess with me and Nick. I respect the game, but don't even start because you're gonna get him riled up. Your neck's killing you after 2 days of headbanging, I bet. Not me. Well, I'm the one that's gonna have to deal with it. I'm the one that's going to have to deal with the riled up shinies. One out of 819. Thank you, shinies. So we're at 240, or no, we're at 44 out of 819 right now. Thank you for doing the math, shinies. I appreciate that. How did you do it? I'm not doubting you at all. I believe that you're correct, but I'm just curious. How did you figure that out? I'm terrible with blended rates for some reason. Probably because I'm just not smart enough to figure them out. 2-to-1 checks for 3DS Switch. That sounds fair. That sounds about right. Oh, Chat GPT. Okay, so there's like a 50% chance of that being correct. Good weekend overall in Winnipeg. Ready to return to the boonies. Okay. So are you heading back now? You pay for premium, it's only like a 20% chance. Okay, that's true. Premium only does have a 20% chance of being incorrect. I forgot about that. Stop that. The worst part about this dual hunt is that it's two separate reset button combinations, and trying to keep it straight is pretty wild. I think this is the first time I've dual hunted on separate. Well, I know for a fact this is the first time I've dual hunted on separate consoles. Once everyone gets up, we're heading out. The only early morning person. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm the same type of person. If I go away for a weekend with a bunch of friends, we get a hotel room or something. I'm usually the first one to get up, and then I sit around like stare at my feet for a few hours so other people wake up. You're not a morning person, Anne Marie? That surprises me. You seem like one. Why are you? Okay. Now I'm crossing arms. That can't be good. Oh my gosh, could you imagine doing this without an auto counter? So who all is participating in Pokemon Community Day today? Who all is abandoning their mother for an hour and going to catch some shiny Pommies? I am. Be very silly cheese. You work evening shift. Would you prefer for the hours you like to sleep, but you still get up early-ish for an evening shift person? I would say so. I would say you do. You're usually in chem streams pretty early on. That's pretty dang early for an evening shift person. Got new coffee flavored delicious cookie butter. That sounds good. That sounds deliciously fattening. I'm rocking the vanilla bean creamer right now. Not vanilla, vanilla bean. There is a difference. Have a Mother's Day barbecue later. Got to grab the meats on the way home. You got the meats. What kind of meats you getting? Yeah, I like the vanilla bean creamer. I mean, I like French vanilla too, but vanilla bean has a little bit of a different taste. You just saw two giraffes fighting in shorts. It was next level violence. Ryan K, I love that. I want to introduce you to my friend Brandon on the go. I think you two would get along very well. That's a great joke. But good morning, Ryan. Hope you're doing well. You'll be able to play Community Day. You're happy to see Shiny Palmy. Me too. And I just realized this morning while I was checking to see how many candies I have, I still don't have a Palmot. I saw that for the Palmot, you need to travel 20 kilometers with your Pomo as your buddy, which explains why I haven't done it yet. And I'm guessing because of Community Day, there's going to be something completely different. It might just be like an amount of candy or something. Because typically during Community Day, they want you to evolve it the same day. So I can't see them requiring 20 kilometers in one day. So I'm sure it'll be something pretty simple. Old Nintendo, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Happy maternal birthing unit day to yours. Thank you very much. And that reminds me, I will do one thing here while I'm streaming. I didn't get a chance to do this morning. I found out something pretty cool last night. And I don't know if I'm like the last to the party. Maybe everybody else knows this, but I didn't. Just found an XXL Shiny Pommy. Congratulations, Kiro. Anyway, I found out last night that Old Nintendo Dude is a content creator and a pretty awesome one at that. I didn't realize that because he's always been very polite and respectful that he never brings it up when he's hanging out in our streams. I felt bad for not realizing that. So I know a lot of you are probably in shorts and aren't able to click on that link, but go check out Old Nintendo Dude. Community day, you only have to walk. Oh, it's just 1 kilometer. Okay. All right. Yeah, that would be easy. That would be pretty easy. I know I didn't have to do that, Old Nintendo, but it's my channel. I can do whatever I want. Still raining. Been raining since yesterday. We've actually had 2 straight days of good weather, and I think it's because my mom came to visit. That's the only thing that makes sense. I'm not crying, you're crying. No worries, Old Nintendo. Spent way too much at Sunrise Records. Highlight was picking up Twin Peaks. Oh, nice, nice. I have that on. I think it's just DVD. I'm almost positive it's just DVD. I don't think Blu-rays were a thing at that point. But nice. That's a good series to pick up. Finally stopped raining yesterday for once. Nice. Good for you, Anne-Marie. I believe I know where you live, Anne-Marie. At least a general idea. I believe you're north of me. So yeah, the last couple days have been nice. Yesterday and today so far. It's a little chilly this morning, but there's not a cloud in the sky. Elena, what's going on? Good to see you. Come on, attack me, Aerodactyl. Shiny. 4Ks are overpriced, so you mostly bought Blu-rays, a few 4K like Silent Night. Nice. Very cool. It's been like a cold light rain with a dash of moderate rain here and there, plus a tad chilly, so it's like meh. Uh, that's kind of like how it's been for us the last week. Although not moderate rain, pretty heavy rain, but other than that, pretty much the same. So the last couple days have been very welcome. Oh, also, I think I mentioned it towards the end of stream yesterday. While I was streaming, my new TV arrived for the bedroom. So I got that set up after stream yesterday. Very happy with it. I ended up having to rearrange my whole bedroom because I miscalculated, and the entertainment center that I was going to put the TV on was about half an inch too short for the feet stands of the TV. So I switched places between the entertainment center and the dresser. I swapped them. Now the TV sits on top of the dresser. It's just wide enough. And because of that, the entertainment center is by the door instead of the taller dresser, which actually makes it feel a little bit less claustrophobic walking in the door. How big? 40 inch. 40 inch for the bedroom. Because I figured when I was doing some calculations a couple months ago, I figured 40 inch was as big as I could get for the bedroom and still fit on the entertainment center, but I was off by like half an inch. Um, so like I said, it was just big enough for the dresser. 15 likes. Thank you guys so much. I guess we need a new like goal, huh? Can we get a like goal of 25? Loops, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Still looks like 30 to 35 for older movies where steelbooks get expensive, ranged from 50 to 100. Okay. Sounds about right. Alright, I see Mighty Munchkin first. That's going to get pinned. Alright, here we go. 700th check. Not shiny. Biggest tech purchases when I started adulting? Probably TV. A nice TV. Also, I bought a PS2 for myself. Why Charizard had the wings green? Because that's how Charizard's wings are. Slowpoke, good day to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, if they're out of print, they get nuts. I mean, that can be said for a lot of hobbies, right? Movies, video games, comic books, books in general. I need a new TV at some point, but this one's a smart TV, so I guess it's not that bad. I like smart TVs. Kingdom Heart games. Oh, I love the Kingdom Heart games. It's one of my favorite series after Pokemon and Zelda. Lobo Gaming, you absolute legend. What's going on, buddy? My new TV for living room would probably go for an OLED. It's wild how much of a price difference there is between like 4K TVs and like the new OLED TVs, especially depending on the manufacturer. I mean, the TV I have now, I could probably get at Walmart for like 400, 500 bucks tops. But if I were to get like the current gen TV, it would be like $1,500, if not more. It's pretty wild. I have much plushes. I do have a lot of plushes, and we typically during the stream about the halfway point play a game called Guess the Plush, where I have a plush sitting right here. It's right here. You can't see it. It's under the camera. I have a plush right here, and you have to guess which one it is. Whoops. What was yesterday's plush? Yesterday's plush, Mom picked out. She said she wanted to find one that was cute and looked happy, and she picked out Whooper. Get a CRT, that's the future? You think so? I believe you. I have to take your word over mine because you know more things than I do. And today, Mom picked the plush as well. Today, Mom also picked the plush. And so here's your extra hint for people that are here to the stream early-ish. Again, she picked one that she thought was cute. Do I have manga? Not really. And when I say not really, I mean no. I don't own any manga. There are some that I would like to eventually read. I would like to read Akira. Eventually, I might like to read some of the original Pokemon mangas. Inky Blacks and Extreme Resolution. Tandy with MS-DOS booting up Civ 1. Oh my goodness gracious. That takes me back. I've already noticed a couple times that because I'm flailing a little bit in alternating back and forth between the games, we're getting a few extra checks on the counter, and I just want to go on the record and say I don't care. Numbers are just made up anyway. Here's a little secret for you. Little inside secret into the trade of streaming. Anytime you see someone streaming a shiny hunt, I almost guarantee that there's at least a few extra encounters than what the uh, encounter number says because of testing things out before stream, particularly if they have an auto counter set up. Speaking of CRT, saw a video of a guy who bought an OLED screen and modded it to a CRT TV, brought glass to mimic the feel and everything. That's crazy. My favorite game of Pokemon is Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. That's my favorite generation by far. Although I like all the generations. I have yet to play a bad Pokemon game. What's your favorite Elena? Oh my gosh. Everyone's DMing me. Pokemon Violet? I have a lot of fun playing Pokemon Violet. I think that, yes, there are some issues with performance. There's some areas that lag pretty heavy. But it didn't stop me from playing it and enjoying it. I think it's going to be even a better game once I can play it on the Switch too. Palmy Community Day for you right now. Good luck, Slowpoke. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I got, what, 4.5 hours until I can do it? Happy Mother's Day from us. Oh, yeah, I'm sure she'll be popping at some point today to say hi to you guys. Popular man. Nah. It was just, honestly, it was just some people that I wished a Happy Mother's Day saying thank you. That's all it was. Because remember, don't just wish Happy Mother's Day to your mother. Wish Happy Mother's Day to all the people you know in your life that are mothers. Had no idea that Mike Tyson cosplays as Aerodactyl. This thumbnail is actually a deep cut callback to the channel. For those that were around, you might remember that last summer, we were dual hunting Aerodactyl and Swoobat. And then the Aerodactyl shown pretty quickly. And so the thumbnail with the Aerodactyl Swoobat dual hunt was one that Chinese made, where it had Swoobat and Aerodactyl facing off against each other in the ring. But we got the Aerodactyl pretty quickly, so the next week we dual hunted Swoobat, and I copied the Swoobat face and duct taped it over the Aerodactyl face. So for today, I took the original Aerodactyl Swoobat thumbnail and copied the Aerodactyl face and duct taped it over the Swoobat face. So that's what we call a deep cut callback that probably only made me laugh and nobody else, and just confused everyone else or made them say, wow, this is a terrible thumbnail. I'm not going to check out this guy's channel. I believe if I don't know if Shiny's still here, I believe that that picture was actually taken from Rocky 3, I want to say. You already had two shinies, both 0 stars. That sounds like most of my community days. I remember not that long ago, maybe 6 months ago, I was doing a community day and I caught a shiny and a thing popped up and said, "Congratulations, you got a 3 star shiny." And I was like, "Whoa, I didn't know that was the thing." It was the first time I ever got 3 star shiny. Most of my shinies on community day are either 0 or 1 star. Occasionally I'll get a 2 star, and I think twice I've gotten a 3 star. And I've never gotten an XXL or an XSS shiny. Okay, we're on 155 checks so far today. Apparently the odds are 1 in 819. That's the blended odds for this. So we're making good progress. It could be today. Today could be the day we finish this challenge, which is pretty wild. My mom was asking me this morning how long we've been doing this. I think we started this last August. If if I'm correct, I think we started this last August. Razzie, good morning. And Joyce, good morning. Happy Mother's Day to both of you. We went out to breakfast this morning, Mom and I. I got myself a Western omelet and some sourdough toast. Mom got herself the French toast special. 6 pieces or 3 slices of French toast with eggs and bacon. She didn't eat it all. She had to take some home in a to-go box. But it was nice. We got there perfect time. We got there right at 7. There was like 2 tables. And by the time we left, the restaurant was full. Good morning, Amber. Happy Mother's Day, my dear. Yep, Amber, that's exactly where we went. And she said, "What is the breakfast macaroni and cheese?" And I said, "Well, actually, when Amber and Dorian came to visit, Amber got the breakfast macaroni and cheese." That's right. Everyone make sure to get, if you're able, to give your mom the warmest, sweetest hug. That's good advice, Lobo. All right, 170 checks. The place was so delicious. Yeah, they make good food. They definitely make good breakfast food. I don't think I've ever actually had their lunch or dinner. Well, no, I probably have had a burger for lunch. I've never had dinner there. Your sons are bringing you breakfast? That's amazing. Which do I prefer, Aerodactyl or Mega Aerodactyl? That's a good question. Now, I'm obviously more familiar with regular Aerodactyl, but I do think that Mega Aerodactyl looks pretty cool. Um, I might like Mega Aerodactyl more. It's definitely more powerful. I'm a little torn on the design, which one's better, but it does look pretty sweet. I think Mega Aerodactyl's how it looked back in the days. Oh, you know, I didn't even think about that. That could be. That could be. Anybody ever think, I don't know if this is canon or not, anybody ever think that the reason why all the fossil Pokemon are rock type is because they came from fossils? And that when they actually existed back in the day, they weren't rock type? Bought yourself a 747 model and it looks good? Nice. Or I should say all the fossils up through, but not including Gen 8. I love you, Gen 8. You subscribe to that theory? How much do you pay a year for that subscription? Because I might pay it if it's not too costly. That theory must be true. Because I mean, like, look at, like, for example, Cradily. Cradily does not look like a rock type to me. Picked up Blue Velvet on Blu-ray. Oh my gosh, that movie. I have serious issues with that movie. I've never been able to look at Dennis Hopper the same. Does that mean that I'm a rock type? Are you calling me a fossil, Cheese? You can see my cup. What cup? That was the joke, yeah? It was a good one. You had to cancel NYT games too expensive now? Oh, did you pay for the New York Times stuff? I assume by your comment that it's not worth it. How much is it? Did I make any crafts for my mom back in the day that you still remember? Yeah, I did one of those like hand plates, like where you put the hand in the clay and then you fire up the clay. I made her a cup one year. I made a cup for Dad for Father's Day one year too. It was golf themed. I'm sure I've done a couple other ones, but yeah, the hand plate's probably the one that I remember the most. The one next to me, the my coffee cup. This is this what you're talking about? You're gonna send me what Miles sent you? All right, just remember if you're gonna text it to me, I won't be able to see it until after chat or after stream. But if you DM it to me, I can take a look at it now. So you did Discord? Okay, let me take a look. Oh, that's very cute. I like that. That plant's gonna grow up to be so big and strong. Lost Highway. I've never actually seen it, but I bought the soundtrack when the movie came out because the soundtrack was incredible. I'll be honest, I bought it for Nine Inch Nails' The Perfect Drug, and then was pleasantly surprised with the rest of the songs. Uh, Amory, that's very sweet of you to say. I don't know if I'm a master. I think I just have a lot of time to spend on shiny hunting. Taking off, Elena? Alright, well, thanks for being here. Paper flower with construction paper? That's cute. Banger soundtracks? Oh, yeah. I mean, back when I was a teenager, probably half of my CDs were like band albums and the other half were soundtracks. Like Lost Highway, The Crow, um, Reality Bites, um, the other one, The guy still hunting for Aerodactyl. Yeah. I mean, we did a few checks on this last Sunday, and then yesterday we got Audino, and then after Audino, we spent the rest of the stream going for Aerodactyl. So we've done this for, I guess, like maybe 2 full days at this point. Space Jam soundtrack. I do remember that was a popular soundtrack. That was not one that I purchased. Keeping your fingers for Tron, crossing your fingers for Tron Ares to be good. They have a lot to live up to for you anyway, with Legacy being so good and the soundtrack being so awesome. Yeah, Tron Legacy, the entire soundtrack was done by Daft Punk, right? Guy, we do have a Discord. If you're on mobile, you probably won't be able to click on the link that Dark Moon Sylveon's about to drop. But if you go to my channel and go to like any of my other streams, like any previous stream, and then go to the description, there will be a link in there as well. Rip Daft Punk. Are they officially done? You know what I want to get a copy of is the anime Daft Punk movie. Oh, they did officially break up? Uh, you know which one I'm talking about? Like the one where like for the album, I can't remember the name of the album. It was the one that had like One More Time, and like all the music videos from that album were like animated, and they were all like portions of like a musical anime that they commissioned to have done. Interstellar 777. Thank you, Doreen. Yes. I would like to get myself a copy of that. Soundtrack's amazing. You bought the CD and vinyl for Legacy. Nice. Good morning, Dorian. How are you, my friend? You searched Hefty and what came out as a soundtrack channel. What? No, like if you just click on, it should be like if you just click on my name on the stream right now, it should take you to my channel or give you the option to. I think that's how it works. Honestly, I'm on laptop more than I am on mobile. Happy Mother's Day to you, Dorian. One More Time is one of your favorite anime art style. Yeah, I mean I really like that style of anime. It's very 80s-ish. It reminds me of 80s anime, which is like when I was a kid, that was the type of anime movies that I watched. Uh, so I would love to actually have a copy of that movie. Whoops. I have to go get dressed. I must take my leave. I would take you with me, but have you talk while I change is an odd feeling. Fair enough. Have a great Mother's Day with yours. Nintendo dude, thank you so much. Good to see you, my friend. And I'm definitely going to be checking out your channel more that I know that you're a content creator. He gets his own day. I thought every day was Dorian Day. Every day should be Dorian Day. Yep, Mom's here, Dorian. Mom got here Friday evening. She popped in for a hot minute yesterday to say hello to everybody. I took her out to breakfast this morning. I don't know what she's doing right now. I know she's looking forward to getting a lot of sewing projects done. She's making like a whole bunch of bathroom tote bags for people right now. I don't know. So she'll be working on that today. But Dorian, I was telling Amber, I took Mom to that place I took you guys to when you came to visit. Come visit. I mean, once it works for the schedule, I am going to come visit you guys again. This has just been a very busy year so far. When you're like 10, when your mom first rented Fist of the North Star, she thought anime was all kid friendly. Oh yeah. Fist of the North Star is not kid friendly by any point. I miss you too, Amber. I don't know why you and Dorian are like trying to make me feel guilty right now. That's not a very nice thing to do on Mother's Day of all days. That place was good. You know, it's funny you say that because that like how you feel about the place I took you is how I feel about that place that you guys take me when I come visit. Import system, what's going on, Mauricio? If it's late at night and you're in bed, you listen to the stream without looking at because it sounds like Pokemon ASMR. You know, it's not uncommon for people to tell me that my voice puts them to sleep, which, I will take as a compliment. Sleep's important. We did lose 5 subs overnight. I have a feeling that some of the new subs we got yesterday might have been alternate accounts that YouTube purged, which is fine. But um, I mean, our sub goal for yesterday was 2095, so we got pretty darn close to anyway. It would be crazy. I don't know if it's gonna be possible. It'd be crazy if we could hit 2100 today. I don't know if it's possible though. It might be too much. Studio who did the animation was Toei, with supervisor Leijin Matsumoto, who directed Dragon Ball and DBZ Kai. Toei owns One Piece, but the big one for you, they did Galaxy Express 999. Yeah, I've never seen anything you just said other than One Piece, but I am familiar with Galaxy Express 999. I believe you told me about that before, and I did a little bit of research on it. You've already subbed, so yeah, you've done your part. You've definitely done your part, guy. I can't ask any more from you. Will you just attack me already, Aerodactyl? Some guy got a skull fracture last night at the UFC event. Elbow dented his skull, left in a stretcher. Scary stuff. That is scary. I've never been into UFC. I've never really been into fighting as a sport. I hate that you have to whistle to get Aerodactyl to attack you in Sword and Shield. Just takes up so much time. You are a nerd. I know, Cheese. I know. It's one of the reasons I love you. Getting your skull fracture for 50k isn't worth it. Oh, definitely not. Absolutely not. Keith Stroganoff. If you want to watch two men fight over a belt, it's going to be JCPenney around Christmas. They frantically try to find the right gift for their wives, not on TV. Exactly, Keith. Good morning, my friend. How are you? Happy Mother's Day to you, Keith. Brain rot has this weird trance that pulls you in when you're watching it. I've heard that. I have heard that. I will say the closest I've ever really gotten to watching Brain Rot is when it first came out, when it was like super big. YouTube recommended to me the original Skibidi Toilet video, and I've never admitted this to anybody. And I watched the first Skibidi Toilet video, and I had no idea what the heck I was looking at. Once was enough. And then I was like a few years too late, but I think after that, YouTube thought that I liked Brain Rot or something, and they recommended me um, the doctor. What is it? The Fonk, the Fonk. The doctor. Dr. Livesy Fonk meme. That video. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but that one was on a solid repeat for a couple of weeks just because it had a good beat. I think I shared that with Ari, and she's like, "Oh yeah," she's like, "That was really big back in the day." Skibidi Shiny Hunt, could you imagine? I was so sad. I was so sad. I think I sent a picture to Shinies. Probably a month ago or so. I was in Target and I was walking down the toy aisle as 44-year-olds normally do. I just see like what Pokemon stuff they had there, and there were Skibidi Toilet toys. And that made me sad. It was right next to the Mr. Beast action figures. Miles listened to a rat beat for a bit. I don't know that one. Rat beat. Rat beat was pretty fire. Oh, it's like Fong. If you find it, send it to me. Like I might not get the meme part of it, but like the Dr. Livesey Fong had a really good beat to it. It was a straight up fire song. Now I got that playing in my head, and I'm okay with that. We've done 266 checks so far. According to Shinies and his best friend Chat GPT, the blended odds for this hunt are 1,819, and we're at 267. And we're not even an hour into stream. We might actually hit odds today. How crazy would that be? Plus, we had the 600 original checks. This challenge could be over today. That would be bananas. And I'm sure there's some of you out there thinking, well, Hefty, if the challenge ends today, what's the next thing? Are those first 600 checks canon? First 600 checks would be canon in the fact that they were 1 in 40, 96 odds. But for my tiny little brain, it's just easier to kind of like disregard this first 600. After this hunt's over, we're going to be starting Ultra Sun Nuzlocke. Be my first ever streamed Nuzlocke, and hopefully my first ever completed Nuzlocke. Filler arc, yes, it was filler arc. And I know what your follow-up question is going to be. Your follow-up question is going to be, well, which starter are you going to pick? I don't know. I don't know which starter I'm going to pick. Because we're going to leave it up to fate. We're going to have a wheel. 30% of the wheel is going to be Rowlet. 30% of the wheel is going to be Litten. 30% of the wheel is going to be Poplio. 5% of the wheel is going to be my choice. And 5% of the wheel is going to be Chat's choice. I don't think I checked that Aerodactyl. Just a regular Nuzlocke. Just a regular one. Ultra Moon is difficult for first Nuzlocke. I am aware of that, particularly when it comes to the Totems and the Ultra Necrozma. But you know what? We got to take some adventures. We got to take some chances. Also, I know one of the biggest recommendations that people make for first Nuzlocks is to Nuzlocke a game that you know very well. I know Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon very well. So I think it could be fun. I'm not saying we're going to finish it on the first try. I'm not saying it's going to be a one run and done attempt type thing. But it's what I want to do. But yeah, it'll just be a regular Nuzlocke. Obviously, if we find some shinies, that would be awesome. But we're going to take a little break from the whole shiny hunting on this channel and just try out Nuzlocke. After that, we will, however, Anne-Marie, you're going to be excited about this. After the Ultra Sun Nuzlocke, we will be doing a shiny badge quest in either Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. I haven't decided which one yet. Boobot, welcome in again. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, we will be shiny hunting for a starter in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I would like to go for Torchic, but if I learned one thing from my dear friend Timothy Chris Nation, it's that I should probably go for Mudkip. Which I'm fine with. I love all three starters in Gen 3. Or I should say all three Hoenn starters, because obviously we're playing a Gen 6 game. No way we get another Swablu incident, right? Nah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Watch me have the opposite problem where all I catch are water types. What's your question, Dorian? Your sister is from Gen 3. The way she be. Oh my gosh, Keith. You almost made me say it. Dr. Waffles, hello again. Why have I tried to SOS hunt you for a week, and every time you do, you make me accidentally mess up and KO the caller? I'm just playing hard to get. You should know that by now. You know me long enough to know that I play hard to get. Douglas Fir. I love that, Keith. David Cronenberg movies. I've only seen a couple. Dragonic, thank you for the like goal, and thank you all for the likes. You ever play a Pokemon adjacent game on stream? Give me an example of what a Pokemon adjacent game is. Pokemon. Okay, yeah. So still Pokemon, just not mainline. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't say I wouldn't. It would have to be something that I really feel like doing. I mean, I would say out of anything, there's probably going to be the best chance of like maybe Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Because I think that would fit a couple things. One, Mystery Dungeon's pretty awesome. Two, I've yet to play through it. And three, it's a pretty rare game that is sought after, and people might be interested in watching a playthrough. Keith, that would be amazing. I really hope that would have happened in Pokemon U Snap, um, or at least in like a DLC pack. But sadly, it did not. I would probably still be playing Pokemon Snap if I could take pictures of shinies. You wouldn't miss a minute of my Mystery Dungeon streams. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It's funny. I think, I'm not 100% positive. I think I have all of the Mystery Dungeon games except for DX on the Switch. I think I have all of the DS and 3DS games and Game Boy Advance games. Do I have it or do I have it? I'll let you see. I bought that off a good friend of mine. Also, for what it's worth, here's the original Pokemon Ranger. For when I was going to do a Manaphy hunt. Now I don't know if I ever am. Oh, and also here's the big boy box for Soul Silver. And the Pokewalker. Okay, that's enough flexing for now. So Jelly, you're still in the jar. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so other than Explorers of Sky, which like I said, I did buy off my friend about a little over a year ago, I think. Everything else I got when it came out. So it's one of those things where it's like it is kind of a flex, but it's not as much of a flex because, or I guess it's a different kind of flex because I just bought it when it came out. It wasn't like I worked on completing my collection. I don't know if I'm explaining what I'm trying to say as much. Like for example, my friend Shinies is collecting all the mainline games complete in box right now, which is a very very impressive feat. Um, Now I bought all the games like when they came out, which is also kind of cool. But I think like going back nowadays and trying to complete a collection is more impressive in my mind. I don't know if that makes sense. Is the audio sounding okay for you guys? Because YouTube Studio has given me a little bit of a warning about the audio. Is it okay for you? Yeah, it's good. Yes, I think sometimes YouTube Studio gives me warnings that it doesn't need to. I'm saying the audio bit rate is lower than suggested. I don't know why that would be. You hear me okay? All right, that's all that matters. 322 checks so far. Not too shabby. In about 25 minutes or so, we're going to open up some Pokemon packs, play Guess the Plush, play Guess the Marvel Superhero. So make sure you stick around for that. That's always a fun time. Anne Marie, are you still here? Good morning, Shiny Cornholio. How you doing? Welcome on in. My favorite evil variant of a hero. Yours is Superior Iron Man. Superior Iron Man's a pretty good one. I would have to say Phoenix Force Cyclops. Making coffee and pancakes for Mother's Day. Look at you being a good son. Slash husband. I don't know. I don't know if you're making them for your mom or for your spouse and you have children. That's for your mother. Well, you're a good son. Good job, Shiny Cornholio. No spouse or children. I didn't think so, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to assume anything. You never know. Dorian got you a massage for Mother's Day. Oh, where at? Because I know that one place I think closed in March because she was moving to Arizona. At least that was the plan back then. I don't know if things changed. And yes, I know what's going on at the massage place by where Amber lives for reasons. You're a giant spoiled man child who deserves his peace. Hey, it's like looking in a mirror, Shiny Cornholio. Some place down the street? Oh, nice. All right, so for those keeping track at home, the top game, the Ultra Sun game, has worse odds but a higher encounter rate. The bottom one, the Pokemon Shield, has better odds but a slower encounter rate. That's my story, the end. I hope it was educational. Amber's writing it down. Since Aerodactyl is a gift Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, the lady just gives it to you since it's a gift Pokemon. Just like Poipole, just like Type Null, just like the starters, just like the fossil restorations. Even with the Shiny Charm, it is a full odds 1 in 40, 96 hunt. Whereas the Aerodactyl in Sword and Shield is in the wild, therefore with the Shiny Charm is a 1 in 1365 hunt. And according to Nick's research, based off of the odds of each game and based off of the encounter rate of each game, the blended odds are 1 in 819. We've done 352 checks so far today. It is actually going to be possible that we hit 819 checks today, which would get that number up to um, 1,419. If that encounter hits 1,419, that means that we will have hit odds today. John Stryker, what's going on? Good to see you. Happy Sunday, my friend. Most of the night playing Battlefront 2 and Knights of the Old Republic. Your buddy came in from Tennessee. Sweet. And I know Big Cheese is proud of me to know that I know what TKOTOR is. John, I did not get the shiny Nidoking. Thank you for the invite, by the way. I did get the regular Nidoking, which I'm also excited about. I like to collect all the costume Pokemon. It wasn't shiny. How about you? Did you get it shiny? But that was very nice of you to invite me to the raid. No? Well, I hope you get it before the event ends. That raid was so easy. We took it down so quick. Let's play Johnny with the 22 months of membership. My goodness gracious. Good luck on the hunt today, Work Larks. Thank you so much, Johnny. Let's get some hype in the chat for our dear friend and amazing streamer, Let's Play Johnny. And that reminds me, to our friends over in the UK, I know today is not Mother's Day. But you know what? Every day should be Mother's Day. Make sure, if you're able to, tell your mama how much you love them today. Because you shouldn't need a reason to do that. Yeah, I know it's I wonder why that is. I wonder why it's so much earlier for y'all in the UK. And I'm not one of those people that is going to like argue it and say one date is better than the other because it's the other thing to argue about. I'm just genuinely curious why there's such a difference. I gotta look into that. I would like to discover the origins of Mother's Day in the US and the UK. So I feel like most other universal holidays were on the same level, right? Like, I'm not talking about national holidays. That's obviously something completely different. But like holidays that are pretty much like celebrated around the world, I feel like the US and the UK are pretty much on the same. And Father's Day is the same. That's so interesting. Why would Father's Day be the same but Mother's Day is different? I gotta look that up. I like learning random stuff like that. Sorry you were looking for a long time. No worries. I love having lurkers here. Wasn't install, it's just what folks call those old school FPS games. I missed it. I must have missed it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Scrobo, maybe YouTube blocked the message. Last message I saw from you was asking about David Cronenberg movies. All right, come on, Aerodactyl. Let's end this. Let's end this challenge. If I would have known that we would be hunting for the last Pokemon for this challenge on US Mother's Day, I would have saved Kangaskhan for this. I feel like that was a big missed opportunity. But then there would have been no guarantee that we would have gotten it on Mother's Day, you know? old first-person shooter games like Doom, Quake, Duke Nukem, and Half-Life. All of those except Half-Life. I never really played Half-Life, but yeah, I played Doom, Quake, and Duke Nukem. Oops. Dang it, I'm getting confused again. Have your baseball game today, so might have to leave early, but probably won't. Alright, no worries. Good luck at the baseball game. What Heracross? Yeah, Heracross was definitely the longest hunt for this challenge, by far. And I will be the first to admit it, we kind of weaseled out of that one. We made it to 5,000 resets on Heracross, and then I finally said, forget it, let's go over to Scarlet and Violet, and then we got it in like 20 minutes. So I still owe you guys an actual completed Heracross hunt in Sword and Shield. Or I guess that would be Shield. I think that's Shield. I think Sword is Pincer. Looking for a new Doom game, but it's gotta wait. Spent too much this weekend, or your bank account weeps. I get that. I totally understand that. Gonna lurk for a bit right now. Sounds good, Transition Maker. Thank you for the lurks. So I still have not gotten my Nintendo email. I mean, I guess, you know, it's the weekend. Can't really expect too much out of them on the weekend, I suppose, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that I'm starting to get less and less optimistic that I'm going to be able to pre-order a Switch through the Nintendo website. Yeah, John, I haven't heard of anybody getting it yet. I also don't know if, with the whole issue with the pre-order date getting pushed back because of the tariffs and all that, if the email date got pushed back and they just didn't tell us. Yeah, I have a Target near me, Cheese. Dylan Fuller, it's going well. How you doing? Geez, is Target taking pre-orders in person? Like, are they still like? Is that still a thing? Ari, good morning and happy Mother's Day to you. Pretty good. Glad to hear it, Dylan. If you don't get the email on release, they can only buy it online and pick it up. So, okay, so that would be like a plan if I'm not able to get a pre-order at all from anywhere. Is that on release date I can buy it off the website at Target and go pick it up? I mean, are they guaranteeing stock though? Is the question. Like, is there a chance that on release day I can go to the website and they'll be like, sorry, we're sold out? Happy birthday, moms! Happy birthday, everyone. Right, no, I get that, Cheese. I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying, are they guaranteeing that there's going to be stock available? They guarantee they will have them? That's impressive. How long will they hold them? Because, like, I'm assuming I would probably want to get online and order it first thing in the morning, and I wouldn't be able to go get it until after work. What is the 5th anyway? Thursday. Don't video games normally come out on Fridays? Is it different for consoles? You gotta be fast. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like I could still get on the website and they could be sold out. I mean, I feel like that's, gonna happen everywhere on release day. I mean, I'm kind of in a position where like I don't feel like I need to get it on release day. Or I not that I don't need. I don't have any desire to get it on release day, but I'm getting more and more the feeling that if I don't pre-order it to pick up on release day, then it will be months until I have a chance of purchasing it. So like if I don't get it now, then it might not be until if I'm lucky when ZA comes out that I'm able to pick it up. It's the end of an era for you, Ari. I can understand that. Are you still going to get ZA for the Switch? You wonder if people will resell them for crazy amounts of money? Oh, absolutely they will. Absolutely, John. So yes, like I could buy a Switch 2 like the day after release, but I don't want to spend like $1,000 on it. Cincy Bincy, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Getting us one closer to our sold goal today of 2,100. You will be getting Airy nice. So we can still do that together. Probably going to wait a while to get Switch 2 because there's too many games that you want to get this year first. I can understand that. Yeah, I just hope everyone gets whatever it is they want to get when when they want to get it. It's just what I would like to see happen. I just feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like if I don't get one in this first wave, I then the chances are going to be very low that I'm able to get one until like Black Friday. Because I feel like they'll do a huge push and release of additional stock for Black Friday, but I don't see them really. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I don't see them really pushing out a whole bunch more stock until then. Just like standard re-ups, but not like a big push. Borderlands 4 drops this year and taking all your willpower not to pre-order the best edition of the game. I appreciate the willpower. Borderlands 4 looks pretty sick. I played a little bit of the first Borderlands. When the first Borderlands came out, I had a roommate that had it. And I liked watching him play. And one day he's like, here, give it a try. And I played it for a couple hours. It was pretty fun from what I played. He also had that Jack Black game where Jack Black is like a guitar player that fights demons and stuff. I can't remember the name of it. That was a pretty fun game. Guitar Hero? No, not Guitar Hero. That was a different series, which is also fun. Something Legends? That sounds about right. Let's look it up. Brutal Legend, that's what it was. Thank you, Scrobo. Yeah, Brutal Legend. That was a fun game. Legends Arceus the Jack Black. Could you imagine? Is Aerodactyl alphabetically the first Mega Evolution? I think it is. Abra doesn't have a Mega Evolution. Felgor does. Oh, Obama Snow. You're right. You're right, Slowpoke. Good call. Obama Snow is the first one alphabetically. Good call. Absol. Yeah, Obama Snow and then Absol. Yeah. 8-Bit Emerald, what's going on? Good to see you. There's a lot of A Mega Evolutions, if you think about it. Abomasnow, Absol, Aerodactyl, Altaria, Alakazam, Audino. That's a lot of A's. How you doing today, 8-Bit Emerald? We're going to take this up to 1060, and then we're going to open up some cards and play Guess the Things. We already passed 1060. All right. Let's open up some packs. We can open up 3 packs today. I'm still going to be opening up Lunala packs because I want to get that either Gold Lunala or the Luis Guzman Immersive. So let's go open up some packs. Welcome to the pack opening. We had incredible luck yesterday with pack openings. If you missed it, we got what? We got 3 brand new, maybe 3 or 4 brand new full art cards, which is pretty awesome. Okay, here we go. Just in time, Transition Maker. Stuffle, Scavalier, Surskit, Maractus, and a Turtonator. Full Art Turtonator was one of the ones we got yesterday. All right, let's open up another one. We got Wishy-Washy. Marini. Of course we got Kiwi, because I just pulled that in a Wonder Pick this morning. We got Wishy-Washy again, and a rare candy. Pick the blue one. Pick the blue pack. All right, here we go. Last pack luck. We got a Alolan Diglett. Vikavolt, that's a new card for me. We got Timber. We got another Timber. And Toucannon. All right, not the best cards, but at least we got the Vikavolt. And after yesterday's pulls, I can't really complain. Let's see, how many cards do I have now? I have 126 out of the 155 base set, so I'm missing 29 cards. And I'm assuming most of those are from Solgaleo packs. All right. Let's just do a quick backyard check in Pokemon Go, see if we got any shinies. Totally scammed. Let's see what we got here. Who's that? Who we got here? I can't click on anything. Is that a ball toy? That's not shiny. Wait, no, that's not what I want to do. All right, let's see if this Combee is shiny. No, they are off. No, it is not shiny. All right, that ends the first and last episode of 50 Checks Pokemon Go. A wild Hefty appeared. All right, back over to the regular screen. I'll see you guys over there. Bye. Okay, we're back. Okay, now it is time for Guess the Plush. This is the time of the stream where you guess what Pokemon plush I have sitting right in front of me. This was the one picked out by Hefty Mom this morning. It is not Sprigatito. It is not Pikachu. It is not Hey Everyone. What's going on, Jerry? It was not Eevee. It's not Wailmer. I love that you think that my mom would pick Wailmer. It's going to be chicken and rice all week. It was a cheat weekend. Hard work at the gym for nothing. Sometimes you got to treat yourself. Absolutely. Not Cleffa. Not Chikorita. Not Pichu. Not Unknown. Not Cyndaquil. Not Ditto. Not Igglybuff. Not Hefty. What's up, Transition Maker? Not Flareon. Not Slowpoke. Not Paldean Wooper. Not Jolteon. Not Igglybuff. Also, not Paldean Clodsire. Yeah, not Umbreon. Not Mew. Not Happiny. Alright, I'll give you a hint. It's a Gen 4 Pokemon. Not Igglybuff, not Dratini. Not Riolu. Not Riolu. Not Badoo. They promised 100 million units within the year. That's a lot. Not Gallade. Not Regigigas. Not Mantike. Not Bonsly. Not Glammeow. Not Stunky. Razzie with the Piplup. It is, in fact, Piplup. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. All right, now it's time to play Guess the Marvel Superhero. It is not Hawkeye. It is not the Avengers. It's not Spider-Man. Piplup does say hi. It is not I. Is that JJJ? It's not J. Jonah Jameson. Is that what you're going for? Not Moon Knight, not Hulk, not Vision, not Green Dude Hulk, not Red Hulk. Yeah, nice. You're learning the lingo, Razzie. I'm proud of you. Not Ultron. Not Avengats. Not Animal Man, not Iron Man, not Razzie. Razzie would be a great superhero. Not Spider-Man. Not Colossus. Not Captain Marvel. Not the Human Thing. Razzie, are you aware of the Marvel Comics character named Man-Thing? And did you know that in the 70s, a lot of Marvel Comics received giant size issues? So there's like giant size Avengers, giant size Spider-Man, giant size Fantastic Four, and there were, I think, 2 or 3 issues of comic called Giant Size Man-Thing. Billy, good morning to you. It's not Star-Lord, it's not Jeff the Shark, it's not the Fantastic Four, it's not Silver Surfer. Not Miles Morales. Not Doctor Doom. Not Black Widow. I would give you guys a clue, but this is such a big superhero, I'm shocked no one said it yet. And I guess in that case, that is your clue. Not Professor X, not Gambit. Not Thor. Not Captain America. Not Thor. Not Iron Man. Not Captain America. But Big Cheese with the correct answer. It is Wolverine. Wolverine. Madripoor Nights. This is volume 1 of Wolverine. This covers the first 16 issues of his original series, along with some Marvel Comics Presents. There he is on the back fighting Silver Samurai. Here he is in the front fighting everyone's favorite Wolverine villains, Roughhouse and Bloodscream. We all know where we were the first time we saw those 2 characters. Great artwork. This takes place in Madripoor, which is like a made-up Asian island full of crime. Here's the cover of Wolverine #1. Pretty neat. Here's the cover of Wolverine #8. Classic cover and highly sought after issue. Where is it? Oh, I missed it. Where is it? Here we go. Wolverine 8. Look at Fancy Man Wolverine and Fancy Man Hulk. So there we go. Wolverine was the answer for today. Wasn't it the island the Guardians went to? It was the island that that Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Zemo went to in Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's not Hulk. That's Solomon Grundy. That's back when in the late '80s, Hulk went back to classic gray Hulk look. When Hulk first appeared, he was gray. Then he changed to green, and then in the '80s, he went back to gray for a while. But it is very Solomon Grundy-esque. Comment Nation, hello. A-Bomb will always be your favorite Hulk. Old Rick Jones. Yeah, Neo Tokyo-esque like place. Exactly, Big Cheese. That was Madripoor. Jerry picked up a new comic featuring Dr. Octopus versus Quicksilver. That would be quite the fight. That would probably be pretty entertaining. Happy Sunday and Mother's Day, y'all. Happy Sunday and Mother's Day to you as well, Rebecca. Is that where the collector is? The collector is no, he's in nowhere, which is a celestial head out in space. We have a visitor. You guys want to say hi to our visitor?
Hello. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. I had a wonderful breakfast this morning. Yes, I did. I just got through sewing one of my little Barbie tote bags.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that tote bag that she sewed.
I only have 5 more to make
That's it. Only 5 more.
because I've already made 3.
Well, everyone's saying Happy Mother's Day to you. I don't know if you can. I don't know if your eyes are so good that you can read that.
Happy Mother's Day, Hefty Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Yep, Hefty Mom.
You see what Razzie said?
You look beautiful. Love your bag. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, did they guess the plushie of the day?
They did. They guessed Piplup.
Yeah. Cute little birdie. Penguin. All right. Well, carry on. And I hope you get your shiny.
All right.
I want to see 47 out of 47.
I do too.
All right.
I'm going to read some more messages, though, real quick before you leave.
Okay.
So, Big Cheese Thrift says, Happy Mother's Day, Hefty Mom. Kiro says, hello. Jerry says, Hefty Mom, hi. Ari says, Happy Mother's Day. Kira said, wow, I think about the bag. Mighty Munchkin says, we love you, Hefty Mom. Go Looper says, hello, Hefty Mom, Happy Mother's Day. Big Cheese Thrift says, that's awesome. Dorian says, hi, Mom, Hefty. Ari says, OMG, that's adorable. Rebecca Davis says, that looks great. Ari says, Hefty, how are your parents so crafty? Transition Maker says, hi, Hefty Mom. Dorian says, you are looking lovely. Razzie put some faces in the chat. And Kira says, Happy Mother's Day.
Have fun. Bye.
Well, why is it that as soon as my mom left, half of the chat left? I see. You guys were just here for her, not for me.
Say,
No, I'm just kidding. Kings, any shinies yet? Not today. We did get the Audino yesterday, though. Now we're just down to the final one for this Mega Evolution Challenge. Okay, I'm out. See ya, Ari. I know what you were here for. For a second, I thought she was going to turn this into like a plug for her Barbie bags. I thought she was going to be like, check out my website, and I was going to have to be like, yo, Mom, no self promo in my stream. There's a 1 cent. It is called cat milk. Apparently, it's bad. I don't know what that means, but that does sound bad. As a Shopify, don't she? I wouldn't surprise me. It's so adorable. It really is. She's talented. You're gonna lurk and eat pancakes? Nice. I wish I could lurk and eat pancakes. How about that? How about I go lurk and eat some pancakes and you guys stream for me? You're in Kroger yesterday and Baskin Robbins have Barbie ice cream branded pints? That sounds cool. In Kroger. We don't have a Kroger here. I wonder if that's a Kroger exclusive or if any grocery stores around here would have that. Jake Busey? Yeah, he's a pretty cool actor. Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Not really a lead actor type, but yeah, I always enjoy seeing movies with Jake Busey in it. He's always a welcome surprise. I don't know. We don't either, but we were south enough to be able to grocery shop while we were there. Mrs. Cheese gets a discount as an employee. Ooh, very nice. I like discounts. You got a cuddly bunny. Oh, cuddly honey. Cuddly honey. Is that a honeybee? Mom got to meet the bunny that lives in my backyard. The bunny was sitting so still when we walked by it that she was convinced that it was a fake bunny that I just put there to mess with her. Starship Troopers. Oh yeah, Starship Troopers was a good movie. Yeah, that came out, I want to say my senior year of high school. It's still there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the bunny still lives here. She disappeared for the winter, but she's back now. She doesn't often cuddle. You and Honeybee deserve all the cuddles, and I don't know. I'm glad you're cuddling your dog. I wish I could cuddle a dog. It's rabbit season. Get out of here, John. You leave my rabbit alone. I gotta yell at the neighborhood cats. I'll like be going out the door to work in the morning, and I'll see some cats like eyeing up my bunny friend from outside the fence, and I'll be like, "Hey, you leave that cat, you leave that bunny alone," and the cat will get all scared and run off because I'm intimidating. I haven't fed her yet, but I'm thinking about setting up a hutch and putting out a dish of food. I'd like to eventually get to the point where she'll let me walk up to her and pet her, but I'm not going to push it. She's good enough to the point where like I can walk within a couple of feet from her, like, and as long as she knows like I'm not bothering her, I'm just going to like pass by her, she won't move. Like she's good with me being close, but I've never actively like gone towards her. If you know what I mean. And I don't want to scare her off and kind of, reset the relationship. I am very intimidating, Ari. All the cats fear me. Do I shake my finger at the cats in a retro manner? No, no, I just use my dad voice. I'm like, "Hey, get out of here. Leave that bunny alone." And they run off. And then the rabbit looks at me and says thank you with her eyes. Dad voice scared you. I'm sorry, Razzie. You didn't deserve that. What is what Mr. Hefner said to the paparazzi at one party, Mr. Trebek? That's right. John Strecker dropping the Reggie Tato. Are you trying to make me sad, John? That's not like you. So we've been doing this for an hour and 49 minutes. I just now realized I can completely control the shield game with one hand. So, bully for me. AI is evolving, that's right. Hefty AI is, in fact, evolving. And the only time I have to use two hands on the Ultra Sun is to reset the game. So we are getting more efficient. We're optimizing. I love optimization. Old horror movie called Night of the Lepus, and they use actual rabbits with miniatures. It looks ridiculous. I've heard of that movie. I've never seen it. I gotta check that out sometime. Is this AI? I mean, do we even know anymore? Are we the last living souls? I'm not entirely convinced that Airy is an AI. I mean, you can't spell Airy without AI. R. Artificial R intelligence. Rabbit Holy Grail with the red eye and blood is totally real. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Keep thinking that Trevin's going to run into me, right? I sometimes forget about it and don't realize that it's my Trevenant. Read that Night of the Lupus. Now I can't stop thinking about a Dr. House horror movie. Could you imagine? It must be lupus. You're wounded. How did you get wounded? Arrow to the knee. That's exactly what I was thinking, Cheese. That's exactly where my mind went, and I don't know why. From my insult, how is that an insult? I was just trying to say that it wouldn't be too unbelievable that someone as wonderful as you would be my friend and, talk to me might be artificial intelligence. I need to get going. Have a wonderful rest of the stream. See you guys on the next one. All right, John Streckert, have a great rest of your day, buddy. Thanks for being here. Now I'm trying to defend it. Of course, I'm always going to defend what I say. Why not just say what pops in my head and worry about defending it later? Ari isn't AI. I know she's not. I must go to Polycourt now. Uh-oh. Good news is I know the judge. Speak before you think. That's how I roll. Not shiny. Totally paid off that judge. Oh, of course. No doubt. Judge Dredd. I've never actually read any of Judge Dredd or 2000 AD. I saw the first movie. I didn't see the most recent one with Keith Urban. You love Dredd the movie. That's the Keith Urban one, right? I didn't see that one. Keith Urban and what's her name? What's her face? Cersei Lannister. Lena Headey. He didn't take off his helmet, so IDK. I can't believe you wouldn't recognize Keith Urban's chin. Yeah, the one with Billy Butcher. Yeah, Keith Urban. Hoping Rebellion made a Dread game soon since they own the IP. That'd be pretty neat. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. That's right. All them mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Have a good day, all. You have a good day as well, Dorian, my friend. There we go. Hey, you guys, for keeping me company today. I know there's 100 million different things you guys could be doing, but you're spending a little bit of time with me. And that's pretty neat. I like spending time with you. Got a dehumidifier and feels so much nicer in our room. Oh, I bet that's great, Ari. Lips are chapped, though. Time to invest in some chapstick. When you aggressively said to your mother you thought the SNL skits with Andy Samberg and Justin Timberlake, I can see that. I gotta slow down. I didn't even check that one. I didn't even look at it until after I hit the buttons. Thankfully, it wasn't shiny. Terrible content matter, amazing skits. There is some good stuff with them. I haven't actually like seriously watched Saturday Night Live since the early 2000s. I'll put it this way, the last time I regularly watched Saturday Night Live, Kenan Thompson was a new cast member. But yeah, I see a lot of random skits like on YouTube and stuff that people send me. And I've seen, episodes here or there. Why is every time I plan to chill by the pool and get some rain, the forecast is rain? I'm sorry, Froakie, that stinks. Come up here. It's a beautiful day here today. I don't know how warm the water would be, but SNL or Mad TV. I didn't really watch much Mad TV. I kind of like SNL for the last 20 years. I've seen a couple random skits here or there, but that's about it. On your way? Good. Finally tricked Froakie into coming to visit me. Last time I watched Keenan, he has Kel on a show for skits. Oh my gosh. Did that happen? Did did they bring Kel onto an episode of Saturday Night Live? Because that would actually be pretty funny. Watched a lot of Mad TV as a kid and did not understand it at all. That's how I was for a lot of Saturday Night Live, amongst other things, when I was a kid. I watched a lot of it, but I didn't really understand the humor. I really liked watching Saturday Night Live for Wayne's World skits. That's kind of the era I'm from. Is that Wayne's World was the hot skit. Did Hefty Mom make an appearance? Yes, Hefty Dad. She was in here a few minutes ago. She was hawking her Barbie purses, seeing if she could get some orders. I thought you went back to sleep. called and woke you up. Oh, and she was calling you about True Green. Yeah, I convinced her not to do that. After she got the phone with you, I had a couple more questions, and I just don't think that was the right move. So we're not going to do that. So, Dorian and Amber have been here before, and obviously Hefty Dad has, but like I have not a big yard, I would say like an okay size yard. But the problem is, and it can get really frustrating, especially in the spring and summer when there's a lot of growth. My yard is like 65-70% weeds. It drives me crazy. It makes it really hard to maintain because the weeds just grow out of control. And so Hefty Mom was nice, and she was going to contact a company called True Green to have them come out and do 4 treatments a year to spray to kill the weeds. And I was like, yeah, but here's the thing. Like, the majority of my yard is weeds. So if you kill all the weeds, it's going to be really, like, barren and patchy and brown. Like, I don't think that's the way to go. Like the weeds drive me crazy, but I would rather have the weeds than have, like, a really bad looking yard. So we're not going to do that anymore. Because like year before last, when she came to visit, she sprayed part of the backyard to kill the weeds, and for the entire next year, it was just brown and barren. Kill the weeds to get the real grass. Well, yes, geez. I mean, obviously the play is to just resod the whole yard, but that's not something we're gonna be able to just like have another company just like do for cheap. My point being is that just like paying a company to spray it 4 times a year isn't going to solve the problem. So we're not going to do that. Someone with expertise needs to look at and see if it can be saved. If not, ripping it out and starting over would probably be so that would be the next solution. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So my point is that there's no point in paying somebody to spray it to kill the weeds, because in the interim, that's just going to make the yard look worse. Lawn mowing stream. Still, I think one of my most popular shorts, and I don't know why. You guys are weird. Said the same? All right, glad to know we're on the same page. We'll make a trip up to help pull the weeds. Sounds good. I'd appreciate it. Big fan of letting native plants reclaim yards, even if it looks ugly. I can't. I for the first time since I bought the house, I had actual like stress and shame about my yard. Um, it's been raining here basically for 2.5 weeks straight, and the grass wasn't terrible, but the backyard had literally thousands of dandelions. And I don't mean like the nice little yellow dandelions. I mean the elderly, cotton ball seed topped dandelions. And they were like almost a foot high. It was the only time I've ever felt embarrassment and shame and stress about my yard. Like those videos on YouTube, people cutting grass with the scythe. It's weirdly satisfying. I feel like that would take a long time. Free food, what abundance? No, I'm not going to eat a dandelion. Tyler, good to see you. Gonna be lurking while playing some Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. some Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, some Grounded, and some more Breath of the Wild. You got a big full day ahead of you, Tyler. More for you. I mean, Ari, you're more than welcome to come up here and eat all my weeds. I might even, like, you know, pay you to do that, actually. What if you kill the weeds, which then turn allows the... Cheese, trust me, that's not what happens here. Like I said, that happened 2 years ago, and grass did not grow. What ended up happening is a year later, weeds and moss grew. You'll pick them and Ari will eat them. Look at that teamwork. It's like Pac-Man. Anyway, the point is that it doesn't make any sense to just pay somebody to kill the weeds. That's the point I was getting at. That's not going to solve anything. It's just going to be a waste of money. And I mean, if that was it, if that's what the solution was, I could just do that myself. Come on, where's the shiny at? 640 checks so far on stream today. Only, what, 161 more? No, that's not right. Only not a lot more until we hit odds. If the blended 1 in 819 is correct. Walton Goggins? Oh yeah. Yeah, Walton Goggins is pretty awesome. Yeah, I love Justified. That was a great show. Fence with wood planks or is it visible to neighbors? It's chain link fence. I think you've seen pictures of it. Maybe not. Chain link fence. And that's in the back here. In the front yard, there's no division. No physical division. Well, chain link fence on one side and hedgerow on the other. Which I'm not like married to the chain link fence. That is something that maybe one day I'd like to replace with a more classic fence, or maybe even get rid of it altogether. But I feel like I would have to have a talk with the neighbor about that. Nobody will judge you for eating his yard. My goodness gracious. This chat is getting so deep in the weeds right now. Glad Walton's getting bigger roles. He's been in many movies as just a random background character. Yeah, I know. I really like him. I think he's a great actor. One more to go. Someone silly. That's right. Aerodactyl is the last one we need. We got the Audino yesterday. On just 69 checks. Well, 69 checks yesterday. 69 checks in the Friend Safari. We had previously done 1,005 checks in other games. Aerodactyl. Ari, do you prefer regular Aerodactyl or Mega Aerodactyl as a design? I know that you like Mega Aerodactyl's wings better, but just overall, which design do you prefer? Regular? Okay. So you would prefer regular Aerodactyl with Mega Aerodactyl's wing animation. Dead Dactyl. Oh my goodness gracious. It's crazy what the mind is capable of. I started this stream completely like not scatterbrained, just overwhelmed by trying to do 2 hunts. This is the first time I've ever streamed 2 hunts with each hunt being on a separate console. And I was just flailing about. And now that I've been doing it for 2 hours, I got it fairly well optimized. And now it's kind of on autopilot. Jerry, enjoy brekkie with mom. Please wish her a happy Mother's Day from me and everyone in the chat. Have a great time. I'm sure I'll be talking with you later today. Once this is done, then what? Then we move on to the Ultra Soon. Ultra Soon? What is wrong with my head? The Ultra Sun Nuzlocke. Still debating whether you want to wish her happy Mother's Day. Well, I know that you know what's best in your relationship with your mom, so I'm not going to give you any advice. I trust that you're going to do the correct thing. Yeah, Cheese is right. Trust your gut. And I hope it was a good birthday. I know we've talked about it a few times, but it's still like birthday month, so we can still bring it up. We can still talk about it because it's your birthday month. I hope it was a lovely one. Very Obi-Wan Kenobi of you. Wan Kenobi. Wan Kenobi is my favorite Jedi. We are closing on 1,300 checks, which would be 700 checks on this stream alone, which is a lot. 700 checks in 2 hours and 13 minutes. Well, probably closer to 2 hours and 20 minutes by the time we're done. Hello there. You can name your rival anything in some Pokemon games, so you can put Poophead as your rival. Oh yeah, I think most people when they were kids, their rival was named Poophead. Kenobi. I can't do Grievous. Hold on, I can do this. There, that's my General Grievous voice. I apologize to all of your eardrums. Grievous, is that you? Big fan of me in the cartoon? Thank you. It's always nice to meet my fans. All the saber strikes in the battle against Dooku with hello there? No, that's funny. That's funny. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. What do you call a ticket in the shape of a nose? I don't know. What do you call a ticket in the shape of a nose? Nose ticket? Is it nose ticket? A nose pass? Oh my goodness. I didn't even expect a Pokemon joke out of that. That's a good one. It's like the Spanish Inquisition. No one expects it. Pokemon jokes. I'm feeling pretty confident that this is going to end in May. I feel very confident that this hunt is going to end before June. What would be more dangerous? 10 Obi-Wan Kenobi saying, hello there. Ready for a fight, or 1 Obi Kenobi with 4 arms and 4 lightsabers? Ooh. That's a good question. I don't expect to talk about Pokemon here. Please warn me next time. Sorry about that, Slowpoke. We'll try and be better. Hello there. Yeah, I would say probably the 10 Obi-Wan Kenobis. What do you call an alien that has a pass? I don't know. What do you call an alien that has a pass? A Probo pass. Oh my goodness. Aliens do love their probes. That's not shiny, right? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. You know you want to read it. I mean, I've read it. The question isn't if I would read it. I hope everyone's getting ready. Got a nice 3-hour drive back to Ontario. Hope you have a good stream. Thanks, Scrobo. Hope you have a safe trip home. Someone silly, thank you for the lyrics. Enjoy the Roblox. I think I might need a nap. I was so excited to take my mom out to breakfast and to stream for you guys. I woke up at like 4:30 this morning, and then I laid there in bed like, okay, I should get up now, make some coffee, and then I fell back asleep. And then I woke up a little after 5, and I said, all right, now I'll get up. And I fell back asleep, and then I woke up when my alarm went off at 5:45, and I fell back asleep, and then I got up at 6:15, 6:10. Um, so I'm a little sleepy. Out of 3 prequels, which one to you is the best and what's the worst? Worst is Phantom Menace. Best is Revenge of the Sith. Hello, Ari. That said, I'm not a huge fan of the prequels in general. So it's like I would say Revenge of the Sith is like the least worst. What we're gonna do when we get the Aerodactyl, after we get the Aerodactyl, then we will be moving on to doing a Nuzlocke in Pokemon Ultra Sun. What do you call a Pokemon that kills oxen? A Deoxys. Oh my goodness. That's a good one. Welcome in, Jensen. Hope you're doing well. If they are, they're alive. I don't know. I don't know, Cheese. I've seen a lot of reactors watch Star Wars movies, and they are definitely more popular to brand new viewers than I would have thought they would have been. And then also, I think the people that like were kids when the prequels came out, I think they have some nostalgia glasses on for those, in the same way that we have nostalgia glasses on for the original trilogy. Wish your internal alarm clock would shut up over the weekend so you can sleep in. Oh, I gave up on sleeping in on the weekend years ago, Froky. I wake up the same time every day, and I'm fine with it. I like the fact that my weekends last longer that way, at least consciously. I like having extra time on the weekends to do nothing. You really like the ones with Kylo Ren. You really like Kylo Ren. You love Adam Driver. How do you feel about Kylo Ren, Ari? All Star Wars has plot holes. There's no perfect movies with man. At least not Floaty Ray bed. Floaty Ray. Floaty Ray. That's an interesting term. Um, you love Kylo Ren? Yeah, like for me personally, and I realize that my childhood has a lot to do with it. Nothing compares to the original trilogy. And I know that there's a lot of hate for the newer movies, and people think they're a lot worse than the prequels. In my mind, the sequels are on the same level as the prequels. They're not terrible, but they're not great. That's just me personally. I'm not. I don't know what it is about Star Wars in particular. People get so defensive and aggressive about their viewpoints. If you love the sequels, I'm glad you love them. If you love the prequels, I'm glad you love them. I'm not out here to try and tell you that your opinions are wrong. It really doesn't affect me at all, and I don't care. Um, I mean, I've seen all 9 movies multiple times, so that should say something on its own. But yeah, for me, nothing will ever compare to the original trilogy. I don't get that one, Transition Maker. I'll be honest. That one I don't get. You wish you were you who could force link with Kylo Ren? Just keep trying, Ari. Just keep up that practice every day. One day it'll happen. New Jedi doesn't realize she's a Jedi, then gain such power she can levitate and twirl rocks, which has taken over other Jedi hundreds of years, like she does, like in no time. Well, here's the thing. I'm not again. I'm not trying to defend. I guess I am trying to defend. I'm not. how do I put this? Is it that unbelievable when you look at her lineage? I mean, how much of being a Jedi and honing the Force is nature versus nurture? Don't you dare say Force dyad. I don't know what Force dyad means. They claim Kylo and they are a dyad like an Acolyte. I never finished Acolyte. Is that like the twins? Are the twins a dyad? Yes? Okay. Like I like the Mandalorian stuff and I like the Andor stuff, even though admittedly I haven't started season 2 of Andor yet. The other stuff I haven't really been too impressed with. I thought Obi-Wan was well acted. I thought there were some interesting characters introduced, but I didn't like what Obi-Wan did as far as recontextualizing A New Hope. Crap! I reset the wrong game. That's what I get for talking bad about Star Wars. I don't blame you, but you watch it all. One, because you pay for Disney Plus. Two, because of Star Wars and you love it. Three, Star Wars is getting MCU-ish. It is getting MCU-ish, definitely. What happens when a king gets a lore? You get a kingler? I get it. That one I get. All right, if we get to 1419, we have hit odds today. And you, no. No. You have to stay here and keep me company, Ari. Slowpoke, hello. Fine. I know it's such a punishment to keep me company. You want to make a Pokemon joke book? You should. You should definitely go start working on a Pokemon joke book right now. But if you do that, Transition Maker, remember, if you are going to make a Pokemon joke book, which you totally should, then you can't say any more jokes in the chat because you don't want to give away all your good stuff because then no one will buy the book. You can't be giving away the goods. Contractually obligated to keep hyping the hefty. That's right, you are. A negotiator. What if there's a joke for every Pokemon? That's the book you should write. 1025 jokes for Pokemon. I mean, a big book. Well, I imagine you could get at least a few jokes on a page. How goes the hunt? Amber, it's going well. No shiny yet, but the encounter rate's been crazy. How goes the Mother's Day? Book for every gen? That's probably a better way to break it up. I might take a nap before community day. More books, more money. That's right. Although you know what they say, Slowpoke: more money, more problems. Thank you all for keeping me company today. We're just 2 likes away from hitting our like goal. Books equals problems. Got it. Exactly. That's smart thinking. That's some good forward thinking there, Transition Maker. Second cup of coffee going right now. I'm on cup number 3 and I'm yawning. The Squirtles are so funny. Whoever designed those Squirtles did a great job. Sorry. I don't mean to yawn on stream. Well, if this next check is it, then that would be pretty awesome, huh? We got Squirtle and we got Evil Squirtle. Dang, that would have been cool, Cheese. If that would have shown, I would have been singing your praises. Why is it evil? Because it is. War crimes. Oh my gosh, Ari. You took that from 0 to 75 immediately. Now shine in 2. Let's see if you're right, Kiro. Red Squirtle reminds you of the extra hard monsters on Zelda, right? This Slowpoke's just like, oh. War crimes. Oh. No shiny. We are just 11 checks away from hitting odds today. You got to poke it with the stick a few extra times, right? That's what's funny about shiny hunting to me. Like, it is not unusual in RPGs over the last several decades to have harder enemies look just like regular enemies, except a different color. Like, that's a very standard thing. And like the green and red moblins are a perfect example of that. But in Pokemon, finding something that is the same Pokemon but a different color is like, so unusual. Hefty Mom, how's her Mother's Day? Good. She had a great breakfast at the restaurant, and now she's doing some sewing. She's working on some Barbie tote bags that she's making for some friends. Shadow Wolfman, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. Not shiny. Sounds lovely. Tis lovely. All right. My goodness, the next check is going to be odds. This one on the top the game, the Ultra Sun. This is going to be odds. Not shiny. And I just realized that the counter goes up twice every time I reset Ultra Sun. I just realized that. It's going up twice. So who knows? Who knows? Numbers are made up. Just completed the main battle pass on Fortnite and unlocked Emperor Palpatine. Sweet. That would also explain why we were so amazed with how quick the checks were yesterday. It's the reason the Geneva Convention exists, the Red Squirtle. That's funny, we were just talking about Star Wars Shadow Wolf, man. Someone remind me, tomorrow I need Jerry to go through all of yesterday's and all of today's stream and find out the correct number. Kylo Ren, that's right. He's the final skin of the battle pass. You can do a voice. You can do a Palpatine voice. That's pretty impressive. I can do a Palpatine look. I can't do a Palpatine voice. Hero Ren, nice. And there you go, Airy. Practically the same thing. Hero Ren. More like Kylo Wen, am I right? Ayo. Darkville, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. See you, Darkville. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Anytime, says Airy. My goodness, it's getting a little steamy in here. I think I'm gonna need a dehumidifier, Airy. Yeah, Airy got a new dehumidifier. That's true. Sin can't believe you guys made me pick up that totem sticker yesterday. Merlin's snoozing right away now, or snoozing away right now. That's so cute. Kellet TCG, what is up? Welcome back in. Hope you had a great rest of your Saturday, and I hope your Sunday is going well so far. Hero dropping the polish. Gotta walk the dog. Have a good community and day. You too, Slowpoke. Thank you for being here. I think we're gonna take this up to 1500 ish, and then we're gonna end stream. You got Rapid Strike Urshifu. Congratulations. What game did you get that in? When you get the last one, will you number crunch all the stats? Yeah, probably not in the moment, but probably have it prepared for the next stream. Scarlet, very cool. I haven't grabbed any of the legendaries in Blueberry Academy yet. I don't know. I think maybe there's still a little bit of me that is naively optimistic that eventually they'll lift the shiny locks on those Pokemon. You did the voice on accident in high school. You decided to use a weird voice saying Executive Order 66 in your friends, and you realized it sounded just like Palpatine. That's crazy. Shiny. Hello, stop moving. Whistle. You didn't catch them out of spite to Game Freak? Exactly. You got a receipt once that said Order 66? That's crazy. See, now that one didn't go up by 2. So maybe it's not every time. Maybe it's just sometimes. Rayquaza is a hard one to make a joke out of. Like, what do you call a Ray that eats queso? A Ray queso? I mean, that's a pretty good one. But see, that time it did go up by 2. I gotta set up the wheel for our starter in the Nuzlocke. Merlin also likes using his sister as a footrest. I bet that looks really cute. We are so close to hitting 500 views on the stream today. I bet you we could do it. I bet you we could do it before you end the stream. Also, we have hit our like goal. Thank you guys so much. I don't think we can hit another like goal, but we don't know unless we try. Can I get a like goal of 50? Let's see if we can hit 50 likes on the stream today. I expected today was going to be a little bit of a lighter stream, what with it being Mother's Day and everything, and, you know, at least in the U.S., and, you know, people taking their moms out to breakfast and everything. All right, I see transition makers first. So we're going to pin that one. But thank you also, Darkville. And thank you, Kellett. Dang it, I reset the wrong game. I didn't even get a check on that one. I was doing so well for so long, too. You got the 40-second like? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You helped us hit our like goal. Big oof, Kiro. Big oof. And you know that one was the shiny. Now I got Mighty Munchkin laughing at me. Kiro, your Audi eats pencil erasers. BRB dog chores? Sounds good, Ari. We might be done by the time you get back, but maybe not. Wrong stream, cheese. String cheese. And they can wait. How dare! How dare! Big Cheese Thrifts. Your Audi has seen the great beyond. Welcome to the multiverse. Your Audi has seen the great Audi. That's right. A friend of mine sent me a picture the other day. It was a picture of an Audi, and the license plate said "Any." All right, we just got a few more checks. In fact, this will probably be the last switch check. Not shiny. We'll do one more. We'll do one more switch check. Your multiverse can be you can be a jet ski dealer like on Loki. The Audi named Audi. The Audi no. No. We're gonna go to 1501, aren't we? That was the reference. I got it. Nope, this is gonna end on 1500. Okay, all right, here we go. 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 Thank you for the shiny luck, Hero. No shiny. All right. That's going to be it for today. We will be back next Saturday continuing this hunt. I do feel very confident this hunt will end in May, though. It will definitely end in May. Thank you all for being here. I also forgot to say the thanks until now. Let's Play Johnny, thank you for the 22 months of membership. Thank you to the new subscriber. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to all of you for hanging out with me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck on Community Day if you're doing it. If you celebrate Mother's Day today, I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Make sure, if you can, you tell your mama how much you appreciate them. And, do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. I will check you guys out on the next one. Take care and bye-bye.